The revised travel ban removes the religious test and calls for stricter vetting from at least 6 Muslim-majority nations. Zainab Al-Suwajj joins us now with her personal perspective on this. She is the executive director of the American Islamic Center. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you for having me.
First of all, I want to get your reaction to this newest Trump travel ban. Do you think the changes in it make any kind of difference at all?
It doesn't make a difference to the majority of the Muslim countries or majority Muslim countries that's been banned, except for Iraqis who have been exempt, or Iraq has been exempt from the ban. Certainly brought a relief to the Iraqi community in the U.S., given that they have a lot of relatives and friends. Many of them, they've been stuck in certain countries or banned from coming here. But for the most of the people, it really did not make any difference. In fact, I was at the airport last night, taking a friend to the airport, and I saw a booth being set up there with many different languages: Arabic, Farsi, and English. Volunteers sitting there 24/7 to help people who might have any problems coming in, or they need any legal consultation or help and assistance at the airport. We have so many different incidents that happened. Many people have been stranded at the airport for a few days, especially when the first ban was announced. But now things are, I think, has been smoothed out. Also, people at the law enforcement, immigration, they didn't have, and the airlines, they didn't have enough information how to deal with the situation and how to process people when they come.
Do you think there will be less confusion then?
Now, if it's become more clear, and they put at the beginning it was just an executive order and there was no explanation. There is no, there are no points that explain what's really going to happen, who's banned and who's not. Now I think they have more of clear vision, not 100% of course, but they have better understanding of what's happening. Still, people are shocked, affected, especially most of these countries, they do not have people that have been identified as terrorists against the U.S. or other countries.
So I want to ask about your personal perspective. You grew up in Iraq.
That's right.
You went through the vetting process. Describe what that was like, and what do you think this new ban does long-term in regards to relations between the United States and some of these countries? Well,
it might affect a lot of issues between these countries. In Iraq, the situation is different because we have army in Iraq. We have a lot of companies that they are contractors. There are so many, like a huge American community, and add to that, there is a strategic agreement between the Iraqi government and the American government. And this is not only on a military level, but in fact on economic level and many different levels, intelligence and how to, the fight against ISIS, also under that agreement. So the situation with Iraq differ from the 6 other countries that they have on the list.
In 30 seconds left, though, your personal experience with the vetting process.
It went smoothly. That was over 25 years ago, and it was much easier than what's other people going through right now, because I know a lot of friends and family members who are going through that vetting process, and it's endless. Sometimes it takes 2 to 3 or maybe 4 years for people to be able to gain their visa to come to the U.S. And it's certainly become more detailed and more going through different levels and steps to be able to obtain that kind of visa.
Yes or no, do you think this ban will stick or last?
I don't think it will stick. I think it's a short period of time, and it will move over after people feel that they are safe here, and the people that they are coming from other countries been vetted enough to keep our country, America, safe and better than others.
Zainab Al-Suwajj, thank you so much for your personal perspective.
Thank you for having me.